The more people talk about reasons to why people do what they do or reasons to human behavior, I think it helps create more awareness. Oh yeah, South Farm, how are you guys doing? Yeah, good. So today, today we're going to be talking about, it's quite a touchy topic, but we'll talk about it. Why good women or a good woman might step out of a relationship. Essentially, why good women cheat in their relationship. Given the high rise and openness of women in this day and age on their sexual desires, fantasies they have, at times it becomes alarming when you find out, especially when a partner or a person. I was watching this couple, they were in this it's a therapy session. Yeah, they were talking about infidelity recovery amongst other relationship issues they were dealing with, and the topic of it all was playing through my head. What are the reasons she happened to step out, or she happens to step out of her relationship to get sexual satisfaction, or she goes out to play out there? It really can be confusing or daunting to think about. And as a woman, I'll be speaking, from the women perspective, because we're talking about women here. So I want to believe it could give some insight and some idea as to why some of these things happen. I hear, especially in third world countries, I hear that, oh, for financial reasons, a woman might step out of their relationship. And personally, I don't buy those reasons. I find them bogus. Let's talk about the real things, real deal. One of the reasons a woman, yeah, a good woman, I'm not talking about a typical promiscuous person, a lady, yeah, could step out of her relationship is one, if he happens to be the first man in her life. I mean, if he happens to be the first man she has had sexual encounter with, and she goes ahead to be with the man for a very long time. We're talking about people who met at a very young age, like persons who started life together, and for lack of experience, the woman will think in her head, she might want to explore. We hear people be like, oh, it's better for people to test the waters before they get, hooked and settle. In as much as it's a theory, people think is an antidote to cheating in a relationship or infidelity in a relationship. Pastors will tell you, and relationship professionals will tell you, that any character that a person has built, especially during their single years, is what they are very likely to replicate in their marriage. So that really waters, or that really dilutes the truth in the fact that when a person tests all waters and decides to settle, they'll stay faithful. So for the woman who's good and steps out, usually this is the first experience she has, first and only experience she has. Feels like she wants to test the water, just wants to know what's out there. She could step out on this reason. Next reason a good woman could cheat in a relationship is when she outgrows the man. There's this thing about when a woman feels like she has done so much for herself in terms of self-development. I even have a video, down. I'll link it, talking about why a woman, or why women dump men. When this woman has done things for herself, maybe career-wise, educationally, financially, and different aspects. Leave the one of finance, but I'm talking about personal development, which if you check, it comes with some level of comfort, and attract some of these good financial benefits and connection to this woman. So when she have this wide connection, interacting with different people of different calibers, she could just feel, and the other man, for whatever reason, either he doesn't self-develop or he's not able to climb up himself, she might just feel that she's done with this level and she wants something else. Probably at times not very intentional, she will just find herself falling for someone else she finds attractive in the aspect of development, growth, intelligence, achievement. These are very realistic, maybe unfair reasons good women step out of their relationship. And this can even be worse if it begins to affect their relationship. Because if a woman has done certain things for herself in terms of development, and the man is not able to meet up with her, that even in terms of conversation, common understanding, even in agreement in whatever decisions they need to make in their relationship, be it a marital one or a committed one, these frictions can really eat into their relationship. Could even affect the man's ego and his self-esteem, that he could find himself withdrawing, drawing back, or begin to act sloppy towards the woman. There is this movie I was watching on Netflix. The title of the movie is Fair Play. It's a very interesting movie. This lady climbed up the career ladder. They both were on the same level. She got the promotion the guy was supposed to get, and kind of bad blood crept in. He was beginning to act withdrawn, sloppy in a loving, sweet relationship, and this same lady is finding herself hanging out with men of higher caliber. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of scenario, or those kind of real life situations, could make this woman begin to drift and probably eventually step out of the relationship. Another sad but real situation where a good woman could step out of a relationship in terms of what we call cheating in a relationship could be due to unmet sexual desires or fantasies. I put all fantasies because we women can be very strange in the way we feel, that we could watch a movie or we could read a book and it gets into our head and we want to replicate those scenarios in real life. That's in terms of fantasies. And then for the aspect of unmet sexual desires, just like in the video I talked about the sexual frustration, speaking of sexual incompatibility, if you've not seen that video, highly recommended, to give more context to what we are talking about here. So due to unmet sexual desires, she might, however chaste or good, decide to be like, what, how long am I gonna keep enduring, for lack of a better word? Maybe I will just get it from this Joe out there. But this has to do with personal principles, personal boundaries, and culture. I really do not bank on cultural barriers, should I say barricades, and religious barricades. I think it comes down primarily to personal choices and personal principles, because no matter what religion or culture tells you, people are going to do what they want to do regardless. So yeah. And lastly, I want to talk about when women get bored and are fun seeking in the relationship. This could be a huge factor why she might consider stepping out. If she feels that, look at the case of this celebrity, the woman who went with August, this woman who had alopecia, Jada and her husband, yeah. She I see the case of boredom, I see the case of fun seeking, I guess on both ends, but speaking because the title is about why good women cheat, yeah. She could just get bored and be like, you know what, same thing, same taste, I just want something else. Can I get something else? And then she could just find some other gentleman. In her case, for example, Jada, younger, attractive gentleman whom is the age mate of her child, sadly, but I mean, yeah, she went that route. So yeah, just for those reasons. Just for those reasons. I brought all of this down to establish that at times could have nothing to do with other partner, and vice versa. Why I said vice versa, even in situations where a man step out, we're talking about women here, yeah? Right. So in this case, might not be the fault of the man, might not be that there is anything bad about the man, might not be that the man is not good looking. As a matter of fact, in movies, majority of the movies where I see women step out of their relationship, good women, I mean reasonable women step out of their relationship, their husbands are very hot men, like good looking men, high standing in the society. But these things happen. So the more people talk about reasons to why people do what they do, or reasons to human behavior, I think it helps create more awareness, curbs ignorance, and help us to know likelihoods and obtainables with human beings based on our interactions with them. Yeah, yeah. Let it not just be my voice. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.